What is up, everyone? Welcome on this beautiful evening. What is up? How was your day? My day was busy. I hope your day was better. Relaxer. And of course today, let me first do my administration. What's going on here? At everyone. And of course Twitter. Where the homies are. Assert. Alright, today we're gonna do some testing because yesterday, let me quickly... Atticus, still working. Work is making me learn Power BI. Software, what is up, man? Amir, hey, thanks Amir. Amir the GOAT, not gonna lie, Amir the GOAT of yesterday, because today we're gonna do the table stuff, right? We're gonna test the table. We're gonna make a table. Why is this so weird? What's going on? Damien, what is up, man? Arditi, hi boss. It's a dangerous situation, it is, man. Neil, what up? Pedro, I think you made a comment on one of my streams, and I was basically taking my time to reply, but literally I was taking, because you made a good argument. I think it was about the states we have, the players list stuff, and I was taking my time to make a comment, and then I, for some reason, I don't know what happened. I'm pretty sure I just press reply, and the comment is gone, and I cannot find your comment anymore. I don't know what's going on. So yeah, I was a bit sad. I was looking for that, but I cannot find it anymore. Maybe you deleted it. Maybe I deleted it. I have no clue. Maybe it was not you. That could also be the case. I don't know. But I think it was Pedro. Victor, let's go. Yes. Today, guys, I want to test something. I'm gonna test something. So wait, we can do this, right? What do you think? Top right? Or we do bottom? Because if I make a thumbnail of this, then my screen is not in the way of the YouTube timer. If you know what I mean. So it's up to you guys. I don't care, actually. Yeah, Pedro, it's true. Yes, it's completely true. There is a lot of stuff going on, and you know how it goes with these systems. It's escalating. That was I was commenting that I 100% agree, but that with these systems and programs, it will escalate very quickly, and we need to make sure that not happens, right? So we do either top right or we do. Wait, what's going on here? This one. Up to you guys. Hey, sometimes you need to change, man. Setting the new meta. That's what I do, man. I set metas. Oh man, I'm still rusty. My voice is rusty. Okay, so what we're gonna do? We're gonna open up game state, right? So we have this table, and we're gonna replace the table with the players list. The players list is gonna. I'm sick and tired of that thing. Right, so I'm gonna open up the game state. That's fine. No, yes. I'm gonna make a new file. I'm gonna make a new file here. I'm gonna call it table go, and also gonna make a new file, which I'm gonna call table test go. Right. This is gonna be package. I think peer-to-peer. Right. Wait. Let's open up table here. Yeah. Package peer-to-peer like this, and then we're gonna yoink the table. We already did something yesterday evening, I think. Thanks to Amir, by the way, with this beautiful solution that I came up with this myself. It's crazy. Yeah. So thanks, Amir. Thanks. We're gonna make it nice, and we're gonna test this because I think the table is gonna be very important. To be honest. Game state. No. What am I doing? Table test. Yeah. This one. Yeah. Cool. So table. And let me know, guys, what you think about this top right corner thingy. Maybe I need to do it at the bottom. Guys, let me know. Let me know what's going on. please. Feedback required. And for the people watching this, please consider subscribing to my channel. Give me a thumbs up, leave some questions in the comments, jump into the Discord, where we basically becoming a high-value software engineer, right? Because we need to scale up, because a lot of jobs will be... The tech industry is not looking too good, guys, not looking too good. I have my own startup, I have my own company, I know that. I know that VC money is hard to find, which basically means that less startups are going to be created, or they're going to be created, but they will hire less. People will get fired. So if you're still a normie, scale up. I'm going to teach you how to scale up. Scale up. It's pair program, I only have suggestions. Yeah, Amir. Thanks, man. Okay, so we have this thing. So what we're going to do is add player, right? Oh, Tamir, and what we're going to do, again, also your thing, which we already have. Instead of making this a string, I was thinking about this. We're going to make a type player. It's going to be a struct, and we're going to say this player is going to be an other, which is going to be a string. Skiing at the top is good. It's good to me. Yeah, I know. It's because I'm sick and tired of making thumbnails. I'm sick and tired of taking these crazy pictures where I'm shooting with my keyboard, and I'm sick and tired. It takes me hours to do this for each video. And the only thing I want is basically just put stuff out. I want to make videos. I don't want to be a thumbnail artist, although I need to say that my skills are pretty good in creating thumbnails lately, especially with the Rust crap and everything. But hey, it takes too much time. I wanna make content, right? I'm doing also the Patreon stuff where I'm putting out videos like a crazy savage monster, and I'm gonna scale up, right? I'm scaling up myself, right? So we need to fuck thumbnails, man. They suck. That's for the scammers, right? Low value engineers make thumbnails. All right, players. We're gonna have an adder. We're also gonna have current action. It's gonna be a player action. We need the current status or something, or the game status. It's gonna be a game status, right? Of course, in player action, I think. This idle thingy. Idle. It needs to be none. Player action, none actually. Idle, what? You're not idling, eh? Fault check bet, invalid. Yeah. So basically, when we start a new round, we can actually set it to none. That makes more sense. It's gonna be none. Fault check, yeah. And this in the statuses, I was also thinking, like, connected is good, play ready, dealing. This is a shuffle round, right? And then folded, we don't care about this. Checked, we don't care about this. Pre-flop, flop, turn, river, yes, fine. Yeah. Of course, now we're gonna have some issues. We're gonna make run and it's gonna... Yeah, of course, table test, what's going on here? Table... test table, add player. Testing T. Do we have a to do? What's going on? Is that not a thing? Yeah, it is what it is. It doesn't matter. Game state 301. Yeah, we're gonna do a big refactor also, maybe today still or tomorrow. We're gonna make a big refactor because I really want to make this game. I mean, I started this, I'm gonna finish it also, man. I'm not gonna. Amir, something I don't quite get in Go. Can you explain this to me? In your player struct, adder is lowercase, but current action C is uppercase. Yeah, I understand, and I don't like it either. But the thing is, actually, you're right. It doesn't matter. Small case. So basically, if you make it uppercase, it's a public variable. If you make it lowercase, it's a private variable. But the thing is, everything that lives in the same package has access to it. So it doesn't really matter, to be honest. Yeah. Good catch. Doesn't matter. Private and public is a scam. Which that's what I'm thinking. Maybe I could be wrong, but I would make everything public. I'm so sorry. I don't know why. Because somebody have access. Who has access? The programmer has access. You're the programmer. I mean, I don't understand this concept. Right? It's basically knowing. Oh, it's for your team. Okay, so that means that I'm working with idiots. Is that what you're telling me? So you need private variables, so the other idiots cannot access that variable. It's the same, like I mentioned, it's the same thing with riding your bike. It's the same thing like, listen, you're a scrub. I'm gonna put side wheels on your bike, so you don't break your nose. But hey, I don't know. Maybe I'm just completely different person. I don't know. Okay, so make run. Okay, it's starting, right? That's fine. Table test. Yes, fine, cool. Okay, so we have a player access action game status. And I also think, although we have our positions in the table, I also think we need a table pos. We need a table pos, although, yeah, you will see why. It's gonna be an int. Yeah. We're gonna say a new player. We're gonna give it just an adder actually here. Adder, which is gonna be a string. Yeah. I'm gonna return a pointer to a player. Yes. What's going on here? VS Codes. We're gonna return a new player. So basically a pointer reference, whatever you wanna call this. The adder is gonna be the adder, that's for sure. The current action is going to be player action none. Game status is a good question. I think it's going to be connected. Yeah. And then for the table pos, we're going to do something crazy. I'm going to say it's -1. Which will basically directly panic a system if we don't do it properly, which is exactly the thing. Yeah, me too. Like in Java, they make private variables and they make getter and setter. Yeah, getter and setters are useless. Unless if you make a getter, let's say we make a getter for player, right? Here, we say, for example, func p player, right? And I say get, for example, get adder, right? It's going to turn a string, right? And I do this. And I say return p adder, right? If you do this, you're literally complete trash. There is... Yeah, but then you cannot set it. Get good. Get good and shut up. The only thing a getter is good is, for example, do more here, right? Do more here. Maybe, I don't know, maybe you want to access a cache, right? A cache or something else. Logic. Then a getter is good, right? Because you cannot get the variable and do more logic yourself unless you wrap it in a function. Yeah. It's Java, I know. Factories and adapters and everything. It's crazy, man. Sad, savage life. Alright, table pos player. Yes. Fine. Then we're going to say add player. It's going to be... to be honest, I think we also need to have an add player without a lock. You will see, because otherwise maybe this lock's gonna interfere. Table is full. We're gonna say that the position is gonna be the get next receipt, right? What the hell's going on here? I was going to say pos is going to be it's going to be a player. You could say player and then you're going to say player pos table is going to be pos, right? Pointer to player actually. Yeah. Did I not? Oh yeah, see, it's gonna be pointer to player. And is the volume of the mic good? Because people are still having troubles and I have no clue why. Go gethub.com stretcher. It's gonna be testify. GitHub. Stretcher gonna install this package. I'm always using this. And the only reason I'm using this is for testing errors, to be honest, because otherwise you could make your own assert function, assert equal, basically just if reflect deep equal a b, and then t error f, and done. You have the only, but for testing errors you cannot do not nil. That's a problem, right? You can compare with nil, but you cannot compare with not nil. that's why I'm using this package, to be honest. Testify, and I think we need assert, to be honest. I hope it installed, by the way. I'm going to say table is going to be a new table, and we're also going to say that the positions, right? You're going to say max seats. And it's going to be 6. Assert equal. Actually, assert nil. Table. Add player. 1. It needs TT. Too fast. Too furious. Working. Alright, that's good. Add player, that's fine. A couple things we need to test. I'm gonna say max seat is 2, which basically means that we can have this player. It's gonna be fine. Yes, but then we're gonna say this player and we're gonna say not nil, right? Why? Because the table should be full. Okay, we have an error. Is it? Uno segundo, por favor. We're going to say new table lab, and we're going to say also t table. Len players, actually. Len players. It's going to return an integer, which is going to say t lock r lock. Copy this, defer this thing. And then we're going to say return len t seats. What's going on here? Assert equal t, and then we're going to say there's going to be 2, but the thing is why is this actually not working? It works, and then if I do this, it should be not null. What's going on here? Oh wait, yeah, of course. Of course, it's the tests are passing. What is going on? Because if I say null, right, then still sleeping. The player table is full. That's what we want to test. Fine. Yeah, of course, this needs to pass. That's fine. Table is len. So we're gonna say table len here. So make sure that he didn't. Well, let's make it cleaner, right? So we're gonna not nil, and then we need to assert again that we didn't add the player accidentally, right? Toppy. All right, that's pretty good. Okay, next thing. We need a lot of shit in this. We're gonna offload a lot of logic into this table, which makes so much sense that it's illegal. So much sense does it make. We're gonna say get player. Yes, which is gonna say by adder, of course. String I think we need to do this. Player R. What are we gonna do? Are we gonna return only the player and just panic out, or are we gonna return an error? These seats. We need to do a lot of things. We need to wait. Actually, get player, remove player. Actually, also, because we're gonna, yeah. If these seats, actually, we need to do player. Okay, it's gonna be. What's going on here? What's going on here? It's gonna be T seats. Y. If okay. What we need to check if there is a player. Then we're gonna say if. We could also, if not okay, and continue or something. If player adder equals adder return player nil. Error F. What's going on the table? Adder. Alright, that's this. Am I coding in the way? Hey, I'm not coding in the way. It's nice. My screen. I still need to find myself. I need to find myself. Alright, we're gonna say test table gets player. T testing T. What's going on here? Doesn't matter the seats, right? It doesn't really matter. Do we need to assert? Why not? Actually, assert no. Table. Let me higher up the screen real quick. A little bit. I'm gonna add a. Actually, what you could do. You could say 10, and then we could do something like this. For the shortcuts. Max seats. Assert nil. Table add player. No type. We're not gonna complete this. FMT as printf. FMT as printf, we're gonna say percent is s, and that's gonna be the iterator, and then we're gonna say adder. So we're gonna add this boy. What's going on? D, my friend. What does assert nil checks? It checks if the error is nil, or it checks if something is nil, right? So if something is nil, it's good. If it's not nil, then it's gonna yell. And the only reason I'm using this is for this. For not nil. This is so good. It's the not nil that makes a difference. Because otherwise you could make it yourself. But not nil you can. You can make everything yourself, but I mean, it's nasty. Right? It's nasty. Okay, so we do this. Right, and then we're gonna say that the player error. Wait, yes, player error is gonna be table get me the player, which is gonna be the adder, right? Look at how smart. And I'm gonna say assert nil tr like this, and then we're gonna say what's going on here? And then we're gonna say assert equal t player adder. Look at this. This is how you test. This is how you test. Now it needs to pass, right? Done. Goating. And you could even do this, right? You could do, yep, an assert on top, max seats, like this. Oei. Oh yeah, of course. I'm legit an idiot. Make test. Hoppa. Passing. Alright. That's how you test. Next. Delete. Remove. T. Table. Remove. Player. Adder. String. You could also say, yeah, I think an adder is best, right? With an adder. Are we going to return an error? Maybe. Lock it. Lock it like a lockpick. I need to loop again. Can we join this? So we're gonna loop over all the players, and then we can do a get player actually. Because I think we're gonna have you see where the problem already comes in, right? The problem comes in with the locks. You see. Wait, let's for later on. Let's for later on. Let's do this, right? So we're gonna say. I think we need to actually have the same thing like this, right? We need to check if there is a player in the seat. If there is a player in the seat, and the player address is this, then we can say delete. Maybe I make it too complex, but I don't think so. I need to return here. Return hill. Just copy pasting, man. Of course, we cannot do. Is that a thing? So we look through all the seats, then we're gonna check if there is somebody in the seat, right? Because there could be nobody in the seat. It could be an empty spot. So if there is a player, okay, and if the player adder is the adder, then we're gonna delete this guy. What do you think? Of course, it could be that we have dangling. The thing is, it will not clean up the player, because it could be that we have a reference to a player somewhere else, which we need to check. That's not happening, because a lot of people don't check that. So you could have not a memory leak, but although the player is not anymore in the player's list, the player pointer can still be valid. Because the garbage collector will not clean your player, will not free your player if you have somewhere a reference to it, right? That's why pointers could be dangerous also for a garbage collector. Maybe you have an unnecessary reference somewhere, you never know. People don't realize that, but if you have an unnecessary reference somewhere, player is not getting cleaned up. Test table. Remove player. T. Testing. T. T testing T, and then we're gonna say we're gonna join this the whole shebang here. Why not? Add the player, add the player. We're gonna say assert null. T table remove. Remove player by adder. We're gonna say adder Then we're gonna get the player. We could do this, right? We could assert both. We could say assert not null, right? Because the player does not exist if we get him, right? And we can also say assert null, and that could be the player. The player should be null, right? Like this, and then that's nice. I'm gonna copy this function, and then I'm gonna say test table remove player, remove add player or something, right? Testing everything. Like I said, it's done. I'm done. I'm done with all the bugs. Actually, we're gonna do this later on. We're gonna do this with get next boss. I think with next boss we can. Is there a world where we need it by index? No idea. Okay, so next thing is what do we need? If I remember from our players list shenanigans, look at this. Get player next to other string. Wow, it's Ruby. Get player next to. That's actually nice. I'm not gonna lie. This is one of my best functions names ever. Get player next to other. Get player next to other, which is gonna return. I think we need to keep on giving errors, man. We set the tone. We set the tone with errors. Orlock, eh? Orlock, eh? Orlocking is staying. The only reason, actually, to be honest, the only reason this can return an error. Actually, Amir, do you want to keep track of the dealer here? Not sure, actually. Yeah, maybe. I think table dealer, not quite sure, because we could make the mistake by making game state into table. You know what I mean? It's easier. It can escalate. It can escalate pretty quickly again, right? So, oh, look at how clean our table is, and then 2 days later, the table is the game state. And the game state has literally nothing, the table, you know what I mean? We need to be careful. Sandeep, hey Anthony, regarding garbage collection, what are some tips to ensure that pointers are not referenced unnecessarily? Well, that's a good thing. You can't. But like I said, you need to know that. I mean, you can make stupid mistakes, right? So let's say we have a seed of tables, right? And 2 players. But we also, for example, let's say game state, right? Let's say we have game state here, right? And what we do, this is actually the perfect example, and which people will probably make. Here, let's say here, right? We have current player, some stupid thing. Current player, which is a player, a pointer to a player, right? Because you want to keep track of the current player that's, I don't know, dealing or whatever. You just have another pointer to that player, right? And the player sits here in this thing, and you delete it here. And you're new to the code, for example, or you come back after a couple months and you don't realize that you actually could have a reference here or something. Then, although you delete the player from the map, this pointer still exists, right? It's not released here. And you could also have this player somewhere else, in I don't know, in the waiting room. You know what I mean? So you need to make sure that if you delete a player from a table, that or he needs to be completely gone out of the game, or he can just not be in the player list. It's very hard to track. But don't think that the garbage collector will save you all the time. It will save you all the time, but if you can make your program, you can write it in a bad way, why somewhere it's still a reference to that pointer, and it's not being cleaned up. You know what I mean? The garbage collector, the only thing a garbage collector will do is it will clean up. It will make sure that if there are no references anymore, that the player pointer will be freed, that the memory will be freed, right? But if the garbage collector still knows, oh shit, I cannot delete this pointer or something, so I need to keep this in memory, you know? That could be a memory leak. That's a memory leak, right? You will not have a nil pointer dereference, that will not happen. Player will not be nil, but maybe you never use player, you know what I mean? Most of the time it's hard to... Depends, man, depends. What the hell is going on? Table. Test. Get player next to. Yeah. This is gonna be a complex one. You're gonna say 4, I think. Because it could be, it's not that easy, right? Because it could be that I'm player 1, but the player next to 1 is 2, but 2 is an empty seat. You know what I mean? So it's 3. You know, that's also something in our to-do list, to be honest. Well, it's already cleaned up yesterday, but still. We cleaned up 2 issues and we created 4. We could say I is going to be T. Wait. First of all, we're going to say player, current player, R is going to be T get players. Yeah, other. If error is not nil, you can return the error here. Yeah. Amir, true. Is it worth to test with a few Go routines to check the race condition, to check for race conditions? Yes, but yeah, you can do that now with a race detector. Dash race. You should do that, but the thing is with this table right now, it's you see, yeah. I mean, yeah. I mean, I gotcha. You could do that, yeah. Spin up some, make a for loop, spin up some routines, try to add players and check if there is. Yeah. Actually, good thing. Good point. Good point, Pedro. Because most of the time, the race checker will check it. Will fetch your errors. So I'll do this current player here because otherwise we're gonna lock in a lock. I don't like this cat player. Wait, let me. We don't lock it. I'm gonna do it like this. That's my approach. That's how I do things a lot of times. It's gonna be R unlock, and I'm gonna return T get player error. Right. So what I'm doing is I make this private variable, which is basically an internal that will just fetch the player, and then we make a get player public, so it will use a lock. So that basically means that if we use this in our game, in the game edit somewhere, then we can use the uppercase, and we are sure that it's with a lock. Otherwise, we use the small case. Man, what's going on with my language today, man? Because I'm thinking. We could use this internally, so we don't need to do this. Right, you could do this, and then basically do this, right? You know what I mean? And we're gonna say T. Oh yeah. Oh baby, we could do this. Current player. Let's go. Stop it. Table pos. Table pos +1. What's going on? All right, that's. Oh yeah. So we're gonna say why is current player table pos +1? Actually, we could do the next player is basically this. We're gonna say you could actually easily do this, right? Actually, T seats. Why? If that's not okay. Actually, if it's okay. Is it the next player, right? So we fetch the next player, which is the current player +1. That's this. If it's okay, then we return the player. If it's not okay, we do y ++. Then we're gonna check if T seats if the length of the. This is my OBS. I think my OBS just disconnected for some reason. Let me quickly see what's the health of the stream is on YouTube itself. Excellent connection. It's crazy, man. Sometimes. Anyway, I'm back. Not quite sure if you guys noticed something. Not quite sure. So we do y ++, then we do length seats -1. Is that a thing? Length seats minus. Oh man, let's go. Man, this is actually. Are we actually looping this? Oh yeah, I see. We can do this, right? I was thinking it in a loop, but this is just a 4, right? I'm confused. We will see. We will see. I'm not quite sure. We start back, and in this case, we actually can return nil. You could say %s is the only on the table. Yeah, you're fucking right. You're right, Amir. Because yeah. Gonna be deal max seats. Yeah. Now we need to break this thing. We can break this by saying you get the next player. Wait. If next player equals current player, this cannot happen here. This error cannot happen. If next player is current player, then we're gonna say yoink this. Actually, can return the whole shebang. Whew! Is that a thing? Get player next to. It's gonna be a testing T like this. We're gonna yoink again these things. We're gonna say assert nil is gonna be T table add player 1. Yeah, why do I can do this? It doesn't matter. I don't need this. I do not need to do this semicolon, but hey, it's for the adders actually. Let's say 2. And we could say something. We're gonna say table get player next to 1. Assert null t r, and then assert equal t. And next player adder should be 2. Trying to get some speed behind it. Okay, that's fine. And then we're gonna say we're gonna add another player here, and we're gonna say that's 3, right? And then we're gonna say assert null table del remove players by adders is gonna be 2. I'm gonna remove 2, and then we're gonna say again next player r. Just override the memory, assert null this, get this, and say that this is 3. Is that correct? Right. So we're gonna add 3 players, 1, 2, 3. We're gonna do some checks. Then we're gonna delete 2. So the next player to 1 is gonna be 3. Make run. That's not what we need. Make test. Man, we are goats. And then I want to do something else. I'm gonna test everything in this function. Don't care. Is remove player by adder. I'm gonna remove 2 is already gone, right? Let's remove 3. And then we're gonna say assert not null. And that's table get player next to 1. That should return an error. Damn, that's actually this one. So we could say assert not null r. And we could say assert not null next player, right? Yeah. And then it should work perfectly. What is this make run? It's so muscle memory. Alright. Wait, am I doing this right? Wait, let me... Yes, this. Then we add 3. We remove 2, which basically means that this is this, and this, right? Then we do the next test. We remove 3, which basically means we only have 1. We get the next player to 1. Table test 29. Expected value to be null. Do not be null. Yeah, that should be null. No, this should be null. No. Not null. What's player? It's 1. I'm returning myself. Yeah. Oi. We could do this check. We could do this check here because listen. Yeah, of course. Yeah. Listen. So you could say next player okay is seat Y. And then we actually check directly. We keep hanging, keep looping forever, the game. What's going on here? Why does it keep looping? I'm pretty sure that I can do this. But what the hell is going on? Yeah, because we don't... Yeah. Huh? Why is this not working? Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, then we return. Yeah, we don't return. We keep... Yes, we keep looping, right? Because... Yeah. So my first thought was good. I thought I want to be fancy. Sometimes I want to be fancy, and you see what comes from it, right? Nothing. What's this function's purpose? It gets next player. The function of the thing is very simple. Because if you're dealing, right? Let's say I'm the dealer. And I'm going to deal to the next player on the table, you know? And then that player is going to call get player next to myself. I will give in my own address so I can deal to the next player, and then the next player is gonna deal for the dealing loop, right? That's why. And yeah, and maybe we could do, I don't know, use it as an utility later on. But this is a very important function because we go to game state, get next. You see, get next position on the table. That's actually the same thing, right? Get pref position, very important also because we're gonna It's for detecting that if we receive a player action, we only want the player action from who? From the player before us. That makes this game controllable, because more secureable than some other games that just spin out messages in the wild, because we can only process an action that comes from the player before us, and we only deal to the player next to us, if that makes sense. Gonna get a poker specialist, man. Maybe I'm gonna get hired by PokerStars or something for that decentralized poker game. Or something else. PokerStars is still a thing, by the way. There's something else, right? Something else. I don't know what it is. VPT thingy? I don't know. Function works, man. So get player next to. We do add player. We also have that. I also want a fancy function for in here. In game state, right? So what I want to do in game state is here, right? In this ticker is completely, this loop is complete useless in the game. This is a debug loop. So every 5 minutes it debugs the status of the players. It's completely useless. It's only for us to see what happens. They log their status out. So what I want to do is this, right? I want to say table, right? And the only thing I want to do here is just say g table, which is going to be the table in the game, or table, right? And then should cleanly give me a string with all the players with the status. That's what I want to do. I mean, test the other way around too. If I'm player 3 and the player next to me is player 1. I mean, in No, it's fine, Amir. You actually helped me think, because it's like I said on stream, it's hard to think. That's why I did a little investigation. I'm gonna spend. I have so less time. That's a problem. I just want to come on and stream, but I need to maybe take 30 minutes at time before stream to check what I'm gonna do, because otherwise it's hard. Especially this thing. If it's just a simple thing, it's easy, right? But there's a lot of stuff going on, and Soon you're gonna be the lead, my man. Soon you're gonna be the leader of the game. It's just a matter of time. We're working on it. Yeah, the other way around. It's basically what you want to test is are we gonna keep filling this test? Why not? Let's add a player. Why? Let's add back 2. Into the game, and then we're gonna say the next player to 2 should be 1, right? It's gonna be 1. Actually, good catch. Easy. Alright, next thing. Get player next to. Now we need to get the player before us. That's gonna be. You guys gonna need to help me for that. How did we do that? I think in our game state we basically made the wrong decision, right? We just subtracted the index. And that's why we had that error that we are dealing to other things, and that's why I came up with this new players list. And all right, let's see how we those things I basically never do, those loopy things, and you know that Google style interview thingy where you need to reverse loop and do all these fancy things which you actually never uses. Right? I mean, but if you need to use them like now, then you just figure it out, man. You just figure it out. I don't understand these interview questions sometimes. It's complete garbage. Complete. Why are they doing that? They need to ask what's your deadlift PR? That's the first question I'm asking. Because people working in my company, they need to push themselves. That's the only thing. If you can push yourself, if you're motivated, I don't care if you can code or not. I literally don't care. Well, you need to know something, but I mean, if the table is full, I mean, get player before me. Creative day. Creative day. I think the player, if the table is full, we already have some errors for that, right? If you want to add a player, but I don't think we checked that. That's true. I think we do. Somewhere. Not so sure. But these things are the least of my concern. It's get the next player, get these things. That's all pretty important. And then with all these statuses and all that shenanigans, with the players. Who cares that there's a 7th player in a table of 6, right? I don't know. Where is he gonna sit? He has no place. What are you gonna do? Stand up the whole game? Eh? What's he gonna do? Get player before me. I think we could do the same. I think we can start doing this. And then are we gonna Yeah, actually it's the same thing, right? I mean, hey, what the hell? It's actually just I just came up with something. Not quite sure it's gonna work. It's actually easier than I thought, right? We do this, we get them, we -1, right? We do la 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 la, right? We say minus, eh? And then we say wait, is this just 0? yeah, that's so funny. What the hell is going on? It's gonna be y equals 0, then y is t max seats, is it? T max seats? What are we doing? Yeah, max seats. Whoa, we do JavaScript thingies here. Ban me. Is this gonna work, Amir? What do you think? It's actually easier than I thought. Can we copy the whole test and then nah. We're gonna do this, and then we're gonna say get Ruby people would tell you to change the previous function to get player after me to match. Yeah, it is. I'm basically doing my best, right? I'm doing my best to make it as Rustians and Rubians of Rubyist or whatever it is happy, right? Functions with makeup. Test table get player next to before me. Oh, get player before. That's actually only what I need. Get player before adder. Yeah, why are you doing me? Nice catch. Now we are actually compatible with the Ruby community. Test table get player before me, and of course we're gonna copy this nice vary and paste it in. We have 10 people. I'm gonna make it a little bit. Let's mix it up, right? So people don't see we copy things. Table. Always important that you do max seats, that you assign a variable max seats here and then put it in here, because otherwise it's easier to test. I'm gonna just let's just type it out. Doesn't matter. Assert null t table add player 1. We could do a loop. I know we could do a loop, but I want to do some. We're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna add player 2. And I'm gonna say the pref player error is gonna be table get player before 2. There's gonna be assert null t r, and I'm gonna say asserts equal t pref player adder 1. We missed something, right? Copy pasting, you see what's going on. Games forever. Alright, so we have an issue. Get player before. Maybe not bad of a stream, to be honest, because sometimes it was we're doing a lot of stuff here, right? We are not thinking, we are doing a lot of stuff. Things are happening. I think that's good. It's not too complicated, so a lot of people can follow, but things need to happen. I think if we have this nice tested table, I think we're gonna have a much better time. A much better time unit testing this bad boy. Get player before. So what's going on? We have the current player, yes, right? That's this guy. Then we're gonna say that the iterator is gonna be current player table pos -1, which is correct. We're gonna loop. We're gonna get the seed, which is basically the previous player. Then we're gonna say that the next player, which is actually the previous player, but hey, that is not the bug, of course. But let's make it pref player. It's gonna be pref player and pref this. Now we look back, yeah. So we check it, yes, and let me say if okay. Wait, why do we have this shenanigans in? How is this happened? Actually, what we should do is get player after. Why is this? We don't need this. But still. Yeah, I know. Although I liked next to. But hey. Okay, so it's still the same. Yeah. But still, we didn't need that check. Amir, I love testing. Me too, sometimes. What's going on here? Oh no, what did I do? Can I? Oh no. I just want to check if it was this test, and it is. But the problem is that now the whole shebang. How can I quit this? Can I clear output? Is that a thing? No, we can't. It's still busy. Close panel. I don't think it's gonna. Wait. Can I run it again? This test? Yeah, I think it's free. It's free. Is it free? No, it's not free. No, it's broken. My whole computer is broken. No, it isn't. code is broken. Never. I cannot break out of these tests, apparently. Alright. Yeah, why 0 is never met? That I was just thinking this. And now I'm trying to figure out why, because oh yeah, of course. Of course, it's because if we are here in 0, right? No, we're not, because the current player. But there is a player at 0, right? I cannot imagine that. Wait. I just want to see. I can test it in here, that's no problem. Here you can quit. It's not debugging anything. What's going on here? Wait, Amir, what the hell? Oh, you may. Current player table post could be 1 and -1. Yeah, but I'm still. Wait, let me quickly. So let's say this. Wait. Let's. I just want to understand it, right? Because, like I said, they will get played before 1. This is gonna be 0, right? So we are 1. So I is 0. We're gonna check this thing. But we are 0. Wait, I'm actually no. It's 6. Wait a minute. There's a little issue. Yeah. Why is this so complex? Why is this so complex? And why doesn't it print out my Y? Wait, so basically, wait, I don't understand it. I mean, I'm literally retarded, these things, and I'm choking, not gonna lie. You're decrementing before the last if. Just change the if condition to be... Wait, smaller of equals 0, but why? Oh yeah, of course! Of course, we are, yeah. We are 1, we are 0, we are 0. We are 0. We are 0, that's the thing. Do we need to do... the same thing goes for the after function. You may not reach the last if condition if it caused by the last player. It is. It's exactly true. That's exactly true. Exactly, because we are basically 0. So we decremented to 0 to -1. But that keeps going, right? So we'll keep... and of course we need to do it for after, because if you're 6... Man, why can I... You're true. I was thinking, but what's going on? And I saw these 1s and 2s. And I was legit thinking, but 1 and then it's 0, right? But of course we are 0. We are not 1. This is just an address, you know? What the hell? Okay, so for after the same thing. So basically what it means that if it's bigger than Y, right? Is that a thing? Teapot, what is up, man? Teapot. I think you have a nice avatar, Teapot. Each time I see you, and Teapot, I don't know what it is, but I like your nickname also. Because if you're sick, I want to test this real quick. This edge case. Edge case. Let's copy. What's going on? Did I delete something? Wait, I'm gonna make a new function here real quick. Test. Actually, why can I not? But the problem is, then I'm thinking, who do we have here? We have who is gone? Who is gone here? I have an idea. Real quick, a nice helper function. Why not? Clear. Actually, we don't care about this function. This is. It's gonna be an int, and it's gonna be a pointer to player. This. Done. God damn it. And then we're gonna do, then we're gonna add some players here real quick. 1, 2, 3 players here. 2, 3, right? And then we're gonna say the next player. This is edge case. So we're gonna say assert equal the player after 3 should be 1. Cannot hang in, right? Let's also assert nil on the error, right? Next player adder should be 1. Make test. Wait, I'm probably doing something wrong here. That was what I mean by testing. If the table is so, okay, I'm here. I see. That's important. Yeah, and I say that's not important. It's very important. I literally look over these things here, because if I shut my mouth and I code, I'm 10 times faster. I'm 10 times faster, and I pay more attention. It's so weird, because it's crazy. Each time, I'm constantly thinking, okay, how many seconds did I not say anything, and then oh shit, it's maybe too long, and then I'm saying anything. Then I say something. Just to keep it, you know? And maybe I should just do my thing but hey. Something is nil, right? Did we... Play it next time. That's of course not the problem, I know. It's this next player is nil. Pretty sure. player. Oh, it's the only player on the table. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Did I fuck that up? I think in the get after player, the T max seats should be smaller equal I because it can grow bigger than the limit. Yeah, but the thing is here, let's say I'm incrementing. Let's say I'm 3, so I'm incrementing to 4, right? But 4 does not exist, right? 4 does not exist, so it will check it. It cannot find it. Cannot find it. It's even going to 5. So, and the max seats are 3. You know what I mean? Because this, I think this will loop forever. You see? And I think if you make it smaller, and the fun girls are back in the chat. Wait, I think, is it something to do with the clear, to be honest? Come on. Speed up. Table add player. What's going on? This is crazy, I'm not gonna lie. Wait, what's... What is this? Oi! It's this one. Pretty sure. Amir, maybe you're right, but maybe also you're right and you're wrong. Make test. Yeah, it's this stupid thingy. What's going on here? So T-max seats Y. So we know that this is basically better, right? Because it could be that Y is above the max seats. If that's the case, we need to reset it. So in what case? Is it not this one? What's going on? This cannot be the case. What I'm doing? Amir. Is it? No. But wait. Whoa. Whoa. I quit. I quit the game. I rest my case. I'm so sad. Amir once again, man. Amir, I think you should come to my house and take it over. Take it over, man. Take the stream over. I don't want to think about it anymore. Oh! That was I was right. I was right, but the thing is... Oh man, I was right, but I don't mean it. Amir. You're right, but I was also right, but I didn't. I was swapping, sorry. Like I have some kind of a dyslexia thing. dyslexia, or whatever you're gonna call this, I don't know. But I was, and you can rewind the stream. I was saying that Y could be bigger than the max seeds, and that's a problem. But that's exactly what we do, because I'm used to like doing this, right? T max seeds. I was thinking that in my head, but actually, yeah, I'm so sorry. You see? Anyway, let's get Pedro's ID. Pedro, I'm so sorry, man. You see, I'm literally my brain is fucked. Hey, Pedro, thanks, man. But I was thinking the same. I just didn't was swapping them. What is this lock? Oh, we're printing out this table. Oh man. What controls the randomness on chain? Nothing. The randomness on chain is based on a random on the random function you use on your computer in a programming language, because you're on your own machine and you are not on chain. I know on chain it's difficult to have a pseudo-random number, or to have a random number, right? You need to oracles and all that stuff. But in this case, each player plays this on its own machine and communicates with the network. And the way we protect the deck from shuffling is by an encryption mechanism where the dealer starts shuffling his deck, encrypts each card, sends that deck over to the next player, which cannot see the cards, will shuffle. Because they are encrypted, it will shuffle them, encrypt it, each card again, and will do a complete dealing round trip where every player will shuffle and encrypt with his key. Right? So we can just use random whatever we want, because nobody can see the cards anyway. We don't need the chain for that. The only way we use a blockchain is to, which we're gonna, is to basically the payment system, right? Because if I bet, the only way a player can be malicious in this game, in a decentralized poker environment, is to tell somebody that he's going, for example, all in for $1 million, but he doesn't have $1 million, right? So we check that on the blockchain, on a smart contract where everybody deposits, for example, each round they can deposit, and then we check, players can verify if there is enough money, blah, 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 you know? That's basically it. Because I think people already try to make poker games on chain, but there's no need to. There's no need to, because this is completely decentralized, right? There's no centralized server. Everybody is exchanging these messages with each other, and everybody assumes that all these software running on their machines are the good ones, and if somebody alters the software to do some crazy stuff, it will not work, because the game cannot continue. No money will be lost, no bets can be placed, the game just cannot continue. And that's bad, I know, but we cannot prevent that. But the players can just leave the game and start another one, you know what I mean? And block the others or something if he's trying to send messages to completely disrupt the game. And although there are already mechanisms built in where these faulty bytes, not bytes, but for example, a player could act before his turn, but that's already been taken care of, right? But it's annoying. It's annoying. That's the only thing that can happen, that a malicious player fucks the game up. But he cannot steal money. People will not lose money. They will just have a bad time. If that answers your question, Dickens us. Alright. Make test. So that's fine. It's fine. We know that's fine. The next thing we want to do is, I think we're almost there for this table. Because the game state, then we can get rid of this player list. But I think we're going to implement the table very slightly. We're going to keep everything, and we're going to build up the logic of the table into the game state, so we can then swap out the player list, and it's all fine. Yeah, Dickens, you're not the first one that asks, and I think it's a lot of misconception in the blockchain space. Everybody wants to build things on chain, but that's not needed. That's completely not needed. People need to build decentralized applications. does not mean that you need to be on chain. You can make like on my Patreon, for example, I'm building a decentralized content addressable storage, which doesn't use a blockchain at all. It's not needed. You can store your files encrypted, and everybody that's in the network can will store these files on their disk. It's decentralized protocol. There is legit no centralized authority in it, and I'm not using a blockchain. And nobody can alter your files because you're the only one with the key. They cannot even see they cannot see nothing. But if your house turns into fire and your computer explodes, you just buy a new computer, boot up your node with your key, and you have access to all your files because they are stored, distributed, decentralized. And then you could say, yeah, but why would people do that? Because they have mutual benefits, right? Because a lot of people think, oh, blockchain is, if I want to store files for somebody, I need to have a file coin. What? Which is file coin, because they're gonna get paid for the amount of storage they store, right? But that's not true, because if I want to store my files decentralized without Google Drive, then I will boot up a node, and the only thing I need to pay is my own disk space, because you and me, we have mutual benefits. You boot up a node, so you can use a network to store your files distributed, decentralized and private. I do the same, so I expect you to store my files, but you also expect me to store your files. We have mutual benefits. You know, and that's why a lot of these blockchain is basically a lot of scam. They just want to make a coin and they just want to cash in money, but nobody will ever use it, right? You know what I mean? I've been here for a long time, and people don't understand it. Ah, you're Dracul. Atticus. Why don't you tell me this? You're literally here for all these days on stream, and I don't even know who you are. And you're not the only one. Everybody has on Patreon. They have a username. On Discord, they have another username. Their email is another username. On YouTube, they have another username. How can I know who you guys are? It's so complex. Holy crap. Well, thanks for supporting, Dracul. Yeah. So that's with the chains, with the blockchain. People need to learn how to build decentralized applications with code, and they can utilize the blockchain to do the payment stuff. Or maybe you could use some contract, a smart contract that's where it needs to be. In some cases, you could use it could have a benefit, but besides that. Yeah, I think a lot of people are too much busy with building things on chain, which is so disgustingly difficult, especially if you need to do these fetch things from the outside and you need oracles. But yeah, I mean, these oracles, sooner or later, these oracles are. I don't like that, man. I don't like it at all, to be honest. Yes. All right. And now I'm completely lost in salvation. This is game state. Yes, that's what we're gonna do. Let's go to table test real quick. Do we need to do something? Yes. I know what we're gonna do. I need this. I'm gonna say func. What's going on here? We're gonna say func t table. We're gonna say get seeds maybe like this, which is gonna return a slice. A slice of player. Actually, players maybe. Players like this. So we're gonna return a pointer to player. Slice of pointer to players. Yeah, what is the benefit for these oracles, Amir? Why do they give you free APIs? They don't give you free APIs. It costs ETH if you use Chainlink. It costs ETH to use. It's the same thing. Why would you buy? Why would you run a decentralized? Why would you run a casino on chain? You know, you could make your own protocol. You could make your own software that basically connects all these players. It's the same thing like Tor network in the beginning, right? Or where all these people that want to share these secret files could just boot up nodes, and they are completely decentralized. Nobody knows, right? the only nobody knows. Completely decentralized. You could do the same thing with a casino. The only thing you need to do is use a smart contract to do your payment stuff, so everybody can verify your proof of reserve, right? And all that stuff. But your software can run. I need to be careful what I'm saying. I could be well, whatever. Something like that. But I need to be careful because it could be, I think a casino is more attackable, more attack factors there. Because you don't have mutable benefits. In a poker game you have kind of mutable benefits, right? Because, no, so for example, a blackjack, you cannot really do that. Because a blackjack, maybe you could do the same with blackjack, actually. If you play it with multiple players, if you play it alone, you can't, right? Because you don't have a network alone, so you need to have a center, But maybe if you play blackjack with a couple people, you could do it, because then you could do the same shuffle mechanism and play together against the computer. But if you, of course, no, you can't, because then there need to be a you can have a smart contract. Yeah, I'm just thinking out loud, but the main goal is you not always need to be making your stuff on chain. You could use a chain to fill the gaps. That's the thing. You need to have a house. Yeah, that's the thing I was thinking. Sometimes you need to have a house, and we don't need to have in poker. You don't need to have a house, right? Because you have mutable benefits. It's yeah, you're right. But I was thinking the house could be a smart contract. Now I'm actually thinking. I like to do that stuff. I like to engineer those things. But you need a house. But the house could be a smart contract. But the software could be run by two people. No, you can't. No, you can't actually, because now I'm thinking in this poker game that if you have 6 people on the table with malicious software, and you can, because there's always one player that has encrypted thing. You could exchange your key with 5 players, but there's only one guy that you cannot be all 6 players malicious, because then who are you going to steal money from? But if you want to try with 5 players against 1 player, yeah, it's still encrypted. The deck is still encrypted by that 1 player. Although you share the 5 keys with each other, but that 1 key doesn't. So you need to go to that player, beat them up, steal his private key, and then you can. So what are the odds, right? Poker 5 rake per hand. Yeah, that's go. Yeah, hey, that could be into the smart contract, right? But you could also, people could, yeah, there are a lot. Like I said, guys, this game is, I'm gonna try to make it as secure as possible. But hey, don't do this. Don't use this code in a production environment. Hey, I mean, you're just having fun, and I'm trying to make it as perfect as possible. But I mean, I wouldn't be afraid that an audit would 100% verify this thing. Not gonna lie. Anyway. Players. So what you're gonna do is basically say T lock. It's gonna be an R lock, right? Like this. And we're gonna say copy this. Wait, copy this. Defer this. It's gonna be R unlock. You need to be careful because you cannot make a predefined list here. Players is gonna be a slice pointer to players, like this, right? You could normally say, yeah, why don't you pre-allocate this? But the problem is, it could be that there are empty spots in the max seats, right? We're gonna loop through max seats for sure, and then we're gonna say player okay is gonna be t seats y, and if okay, then I'm gonna say man, it's getting late, and then you can see that if I'm getting tired by the end of the stream, I'm making so many typos, man. Players. Yeah. I'm gonna say return players, right? Like this. Decentralized poker will be 0% rake, exactly. That's why you want to play it, right? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? That's why everybody want to boot up. So what gets the creator? Nothing. Donations. The creator gets nothing. The creator gets 10,000 subs, on YouTube. That's the only thing I want. Just give me a sub. And join the Discord. And give me a thumbs up and leave a comment, and you can play the game for free, my friends. But you could add for example, each time they need to place a bet, they need to place that also in the smart contract, right? Because you're gonna lock it. You could rake it there, right? You could take a rake there, right? And if they don't, yeah, you could rake it on a smart contract, easy peasy. My address, my ETH address. Because if they don't want to do that, then they cannot play the game, right? You know what I mean? Then they need to write their own software. Or adjust it. Make another smart contract with 0 rake. You know what I mean? I'm actually wondering how many of these decentralized poker engines are actually running. I don't drink and don't gamble. Gambling is stupid. I mean, don't do it. Drinking is okay, but gambling is literally that's you know, that's the it's the peak of stupidness, right? Because poker is not gambling, right? Poker is not gambling because you can play perfect game theory, and you have your risk to reward is calculatable. Trading, you cannot calculate your risk to reward. So trading is gambling. People say it's not, but I say it's true, because they say, yeah, but you have risk to reward. True. True. But how? What are the odds? What are the odds? Your risk to reward is exactly what you think it is. But because you could say, yeah, this is my risk and this is my reward. Who's telling you that? Charts? Your support lines? Fibonacci? You see? You don't know. You cannot... trading is an ancient alt scam. Ancient alt scam that does not work. It's gambling. Because you cannot calculate your risk to reward. You cannot calculate your EV, your effective value. It's all based on speculation. It's all based on assumptions. It's all based on your bias on the chart, which line you ever pick. But in poker and in blackjack, these two are not gambling, because you can, although it's a fraud to count cards, but in poker you can, although there is a lot of luck involved, right? I'm 100% agree. But from a perfect game theory, you can calculate your odds. You can calculate your effect. You can calculate your EV based on your cards, based on the cards on the table, Because if you know these cards, you know all the other cards, right? It's true, right? If you know 5 cards in the deck, you know all the other ones. You know what I mean? That's in trading, you don't know that, right? But in poker, you know. So then you see the pot, and then you can calculate what are your odds. What are your odds? And then you can calculate if the bet you need to do is worth over a certain period of time. It could be that you do it 10 times and you're going to lose money, but if you do it 50 times, you're going to make money, then you need to do it. You know what I mean? That's a risk to reward that's calculatable. Of course, there is risk here and there. True. Beep Boy Panic, you cannot calculate, but you can... But still. You're close to solving no limit hold'em. But it is. But, not close, yeah. Of course, you cannot solve it, but I mean, you have a much higher chance to make money in poker because you can calculate your odds, you can calculate your value, your game theory much better than in other things, right? You know what I mean? Because if poker actually should be something, if you play it perfectly, you're gonna make always money, then everybody would be rich, right? And that's not the case. So, but I just want to make a point, right? All right. The same with blackjack, right? How many blackjack actually works if you can count cards? It actually is something that can give you a very, very, very good edge. But casinos trust me, casinos have AI running to detect this shit, right? Trust me, it's a big of a deal counting cards. Okay, so what we do, we have this players list, we loop through the shenanigans, we check if there is actually a player in it. If it's it, blah blah blah, we return goods. Then we're gonna say func, that's gonna be the last function. It's gonna be a string, so we have a stringer, which is an interface. Because what we're gonna do is here in game state, right? We're gonna do here. We're gonna say before we're gonna start refactoring the old player list, we're gonna add maybe, are we gonna, yeah, let's make it small case. We're gonna say table is gonna be a pointer to a table, right? And then here we're gonna say table is gonna be a new table. We're gonna give this 6 spots or something, I don't know. What's going on here? And then what I want to do is basically print out the table, because if we add a player, we're gonna if a player connects, we're gonna add it. Same as with trading, it's just that there are infinite variables. Exactly, there are infinite variables in trading. That it legit doesn't work, guys. I worked for exchanges. I worked for. Listen, I'm. It doesn't work, right? All these gurus selling you these courses, it doesn't work, right? It legit doesn't. Yeah, but my friend has so much money. Of course, people making money in trading, but if you don't stop, you will lose it eventually. Trust me, I swear to God, don't ever fall for that trap, for that scam, right? These players could maybe have a lot of money, these traders and these gurus, because how can you lose money in this? How can you lose? Did you look at the Bitcoin chart? Okay, of course you can lose money if you buy at the top, but I mean, let's say 6 months, let's say previous year, right? How can you lose money? You can't. You know what I mean? And why does this scam keeps working is because the chart, you can draw lines, you can draw lines until it fits your bias, until it fits, and it's all based, all these indicators, all these lines are based on data that's already been calculated, right? And you will keep adjusting your diagonal lines until it fits the 2-point, 3-point tick, you know what I mean? And all these people seeing this, like all these noobs, right? All these fucking noobs, retards. Whoa, hey, he's drawing Fibonacci and it works. Whoa, he's drawing these support lines and you can see it works. on previous data. You know what I mean? In hindsight. That's why people fall for this scam, because they can keep proving that it works. You know what I mean? On chart. They can keep proving it. Look at this. And then they replay. Then they go on trading view and then they replay. You could replay the years, and then they look for a good spot where actually it kind of works. And then, hey man, it's so nasty, man. Makes me so fucking. There is no, but is this blazingly faster with another name? Why are you guys? What's going on? There is no bot that there is bot. There is a bot now. Yeah, of course. That's I'm saying there is AI and everything. Trading is mid-IV play. It is, man. Even yeah. Like I said, the only way to make consistent money in trading, if it's Forex is too big, right? Forex, forget it. Forget Forex. Forget it. You cannot do, even in quant trading, Forex, forget that stuff. Because the markets are too liquid. Markets are too liquid. Right? So I'm doing some trading stuff on my channel, right? And because there is apparently not too much interest, I'm delaying these videos. But in quant trading, or you have a lot of money, or you need to do it the lean and mean way, and you need to search for exchanges with low volume, order books with low volume, and you need to do arbitrage, and you need to try to find arbitrage with shitcoins. Literally, I did it with back in the day, Autumn Bot or something, if I remember. Bot and something else was a very nice thing on a shit exchange. And you need to hunt for liquidity incentive programs. That's what you need to do. That's the only way. Yeah, like I said, if you wanna just invest your money, buy low, buy at good levels, right? Buy Bitcoin at good levels, right? And for me, there is legit, a friend of mine asked me this. He said, yeah, I bought Bitcoin at 19K or something. He said, because it was dropping. I said, yeah, man, why? Why are you doing this? I mean, there is no reason to buy. Although Bitcoin is lower than before, but there is no reason to buy. It's the same thing, like I was telling him the analogy that if you stand before a bridge, right? And you know that the previous 10,000 people dropped from the bridge because it's broken or something was loose and they all died. Are you gonna cross the bridge? Because the bridge owner says, yeah, but there's 10,000 people, yeah. But maybe you can make it. Maybe it's not gonna crash with you. Are you gonna go over the bridge? No, you don't, right? No, you don't. You only go over the bridge if it's tested by how do you say this? These big animals, hippopotamuses. if 10,000 of these can cross the bridge, then I cross the bridge, right? Then I'm sure. It's the same thing with Bitcoin. Right now, there is no catalyst that telling us that we should invest. Right? Just wait. Until there is blood on the streets, man. There is already blood, but there can be more blood on the streets. And then when I come in, right, with my suit, then I come on the streets and everybody can sell their Bitcoin to me because they are capitulating. You know what I mean? Capitulation. Then I come and then I cross the bridge. Just have some patience, man. You can better learn. Learn distributed systems, learn systems programming, learn to be self-sufficient, and make money in this world. Like I said, I told people before, you can easily make 180, 200K, and people laugh at me, but I can come to my Discord and I show you things. and I'll show you things. It's true. Of course, not as a React developer. That's not gonna make it. All right, let's quickly finish this thingy. And actually, maybe we're gonna finish it the next episode because we're gonna do some. Yeah. Are there any questions? Any concerns? Let's quickly. You see, it's time to eat and time to go into my bed, man. All right, I'm gonna say git add this, git commit. Implemented table with tests. Origin master. Amir, nice session you had today. Yeah, today was good. Like sometimes the past couple of episodes were a little bit slow because a lot of thinking, right? A lot of thinking, not prepared. Shenanigans going on, and this table list was basically just coding, right? Just coding and seeing and testing and things were happening. What do you guys think? Yeah, nice progress. I think if we make this good, and I think it's gonna be it, and we gonna refactor it the next episode and then next stream probably. I think we're gonna be in a good spot because, like I mentioned, we already have the shuffle, we have the dealing thing, the dealing round trip. The encryption is basically, yeah, it is what it is. That's no problem, right? And then if we can do one pre-flop round perfectly fine, and we can increment the dealer, then we can do all the rounds. And then of course we need to do some edge cases for checking, but that's for the last. But then we can make good progress, right? Then we can make good progress. I think we are now at the middle point. I think at the peak, at the hardest peak, where we have a lot of things built, but now we come into wrong design decisions, which is completely normal. Don't expect, like me. That's why I'm doing these things live. That's why I'm doing all my videos, literally every fucking video on my Patreon or on my YouTube. It's basically just live coding. And of course, for some videos, I just did some research, of course. But it's not that I'm copying this, that I already programmed it. Well, then it's easy, right? I'm trying to give you the experience of coding like you are coding in your project or in your job. So you see that it's perfectly normal to make these wrong decisions because you don't know that. You can play chess, right? And you can think a couple heads up front, a couple moves up front, but you cannot. Some things change. People come in and say, hey, why don't you do this? Oh, and then you don't need to be arrogant or something. You say, yeah, leave me alone. This is fine. No, you need to think, hey, that's actually a good idea. And then you iterate upon that, right? Programming is not knowing everything, right? You need to be creative. And you need to... Don't be afraid to do these creative things in your job because people will say that it's bad. Because if you feel ashamed to do these things and make mistakes, then you will never try to be creative. And you will never learn. And I'm going to tell you again, another analogy or whatever you're going to call it. I think I already did it, right? You can, in my previous streams, I think, like there are people fighting, boxing against punching bags, right? And they can do perfect hooks and nice movement and slips and dips and pam, 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 pam. They make insane, nice, hard punches. But if you need to fight in a cage or in real life, you're gonna choke because it's not a punching bag. It's completely different, right? That's the same thing here. You need to try to do things. You need to see things how things are being in the real life and not just simple tutorial code that's copy pasted. So you think that guy never make mistakes, and then you will make a mistake and you don't know how to solve it because nobody teaches you how to solve these things, right? Okay, let me quickly check real quick, and then I'm gonna wrap it up. And what do you guys think of the top right window? Here. Is it better than the bottom? What do you think? Tell me the truth. Amir, you know, you watched the whole stream, I guess, and maybe Pedro or something, if he's still here, or Atticus. Atticus is Dracul, man. Oh, that was a plot twist. Atticus is Dracul. I need to remember that. Ay. Ah. Oh, fucking tired, man. Window is okay on that position, is it? And the reason why I'm doing this is because I'm sick and tired of making thumbnails, right? And if I put my window at the bottom, then if I want to use my screen as a thumbnail, the problem is that the YouTube timing, the length of your video comes in that button, right? And then it's in front of my camera, you know what I mean? So if I put it up, I think people can directly see that. What's going on here? And I don't know. Because me, myself, they always say, oh, for YouTube, you need to make nice thumbnails, enable to people to click on it. But I don't actually care about the thumbnail, though. I would click faster on seeing somebody that's doing code, like a code screen, and with a cam, like is coding, than some crazy thumbnail. It feels like noobish, and it's another fool making a tutorial. You know what I mean? Although my thumbnails sometimes, I'm not gonna lie, but I'm sick and tired of making them. So I'm gonna try some videos with just this and see what's going on, and a good title maybe. And I think you can see my here. You could see my sub thingy. So if you're not subscribed and you watch this video later on, consider subscribing to my channel. If you like the content I'm providing, leave me a thumbs up. Join the Discord, very important. Sometimes it blocks the code, that's true, but what I'm gonna do, guys, is I'm gonna here on this. I think I'm gonna place some overlay for myself, so I can see that the code is in the way for myself, so I will never code there. So you guys also, yeah, but a lot of people do have the same position, but they never code in two screens, right? So they always code in one screen. You know what I mean? They always code in one screen. How can they do that? How is this possible? Savage people, man, make 3 screens. The problem is I have no keybind to go. You see, I cannot. I'm stuck. Yeah, man. And I was doing this FIM also, but oh man, it's. I don't know. I like it though. Like the typing is a little bit better. I think it's much smoother, but still there are so many. I don't know. I don't know, man. Yeah, it feels faster, I'm not gonna lie. Recording. Anyway, quit this thing, please. What's going on? Quit and this exclamation mark. Alright. Clickbaits are important. Not gonna lie, it's true. Clickbaits are important, but I don't want to be a clickbaiter, right? Because if you clickbait people, they will be angry, right? You know what I mean? If I'm clickbaiting you, and you come to my video, and it's not what I was telling you it is, then you're gonna be so fucking pissed, isn't it? So yeah, I don't know, man. Exactly. It looks a little bit more attractive to watch, right? If you see a guy with 2 programming things on, that's the thing. And maybe it looks, yeah, I don't know. It also looks clean. No, I think nobody's VS Code is as clean as mine. And they say, what the hell is this VS Code? Because everybody has this thingy on the side. All these guys just standard things. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I'm gonna call it a day. Gonna eat my 20 grams of protein. My girl is coming over still. She has the late shift. So I need to prepare, if you know what I mean. And yeah, do some administration, you know. Replying to DMs. Yada, yada, yada. Okay. Thanks, everyone, for watching. And I'll see you tomorrow. Probably, yeah. I think also gonna release a video. You will see. I will see you tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.